hello, FFE. I don't know where my comments are. Where can I find my comments? I'm going to try and tag a couple of you, so bear with me. Here we go. Comments are live. I was having some techie drama, so I'm going to tag a few of you in here so that you know that we are live. Video. Got Kelly, who wanted to be here. Beth wanted to be here. Who else? If I'm missing people and you join, please let them know that I am here and that I'm live, okay? Okay. Sorry I'm late, my lovelies. I was having some tech issues, nothing was working. So let me know when you get here, let me know if you can hear me. And also, if you know anybody who wants to be here, but you're like, they're not here right now because Jess is late, let them know, tag them, hit the little invite friends thing, and they will pop up. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, awesome. So when you are here, type in a little hello. Let me check that the comments work. Let me know who's here. It's always nice to feel like I'm not talking to myself. That's always a good start. And I'd like to show you guys. I'm using my very funky microphone today. So if you're thinking Jess sounds louder than normal, it's because of this. And this isn't some weird like phallic object. Just thought I'd highlight that as well for everybody. Hey Julie and Nicola, Vidya, Kelly, yay, awesome. Okay, so today it's about business models. Now, anybody who is friends with me on Facebook today will have seen that I had a little bit of a rant about business models, and not really business models, but just like the kind of money-making marketing message shiz that goes on in the online world. Just turning off my phone Wi-Fi. And I love it. Cynthia, yay! And Joyce, whoop, whoop, let's do this. I'm feeling really pumped about it actually. So I want to get to the nitty gritty about business models. Okay, and it really winds me up. Like this grinds my gears like no other thing online. Okay. Now the reason it really grinds my gears, I think I might start saying that as like a phrase, is that as coaches, we are here, or as anybody in a service-based business actually, we are here to help our clients get results. Okay, can we just take that and like make a meme? As coaches or service-based business owners, we are here to help our clients get results. I feel like I just blew up the internet maybe, but it's true. And the problem I have with the online space is that everybody's very much focused on, hey, I made this much, and that's great, and that's fine. But just because I made $100,000, or just because I made 10K, or just because I got 5 clients, it doesn't mean that I can get you to do that, unless, of course, I'm somebody who's teaching that, and I'm somebody who knows how to do it, right? And it's the same with your business model. The business model that works for you is not necessarily going to work for somebody else, and that's okay. Okay, I don't expect everybody to have my business model because it's crazy pants. But what I do expect is for my audience to be able to make an informed decision about the one that's going to work for them. Okay, so that's what we're going to run through today. We're going to run through which business model is going to be right for you. So if you're somebody who's like, woohoo, because I've got a business, but it doesn't create duplicatable revenue, or I've got a business and it makes money, but I'm not really sure how to replicate it and scale it, or whatever, let me know in the comments what those are, because we're about to discover 2 that will work for you. Doesn't matter where you are in your business, they're going to work for you, and you're going to have a blast, and it's going to be really simple. And the benefit is that having, obviously, a great business model means that you have a great plan, and that you can actually just stick to the plan, and that you can roll with it, okay? Hey Steph, how are you, my love? I haven't seen you in a while. Unless, of course, you know, we're just being particularly controversial. But yeah, so let me know in the comments if you are ready to rock your business model, because that is what we're going to do. I'm actually going to pull up my own business model right now. I don't know if I can share my screen with you, but I'm going to basically like give you all the good stuff, okay? Hey Lynn, how are you? Okay, So, business models. Really, really simple, okay? Your business model should be determined on where you currently are in business, okay? So, if you are a newbie, there is going to be a business model that works for you. And if you're somebody who's more experienced, there's going to be a business model that works for you. Don't pick the sexy one, okay? That's the simple thing. I did it. I made that mistake in my business when I stuck. When I started out, I went for sexy. I was like, I'm going to do a webinar funnel, and then I'm going to do, this automated challenge thing, and I'm going to do this evergreen thing. And this might be fun, actually, right? We could have a little bit of a competition. And so if anybody's been a private client of mine, you can't answer it because you might know the answer. But does anybody know how many products and services I launched before I had a business model? Okay, does anybody know how many products or services I launched in the year before I had a business model? Before I'd actually set it up? You can say no. You can be like, no, Jess, I've got no idea. But if you know, you can always throw it in casually. This is my time to write. I love it. You've written a post already. That's good going because I haven't even done that. But yeah, does anybody know how many products or services or programs I launched before I had a business model? It's coming in 3, 2, 1. Joyce, too many. Yeah, I know that. Fair comment. Okay, so before I had a business model, in that 1 year, so 12-month period, I launched 63 products, programs, or services. 63 in 12 months. So that, on average, I think, and Joyce is better at maths than me, but it's like between 5 and 6 a month. Okay? So, firstly, why is that a bad idea? Well, it's a bad idea because when you try and deliver on that many things, your brain goes into overdrive and you are constantly in delivery. It leaves you very, very little time to launch. It leaves you very, very little time to sell. And it means that everything that you do is on such a small time frame that it becomes really difficult. So even if you're running ads, even if you've got funnels in place, you are leaving yourself like 0 time to rest, 0 time to market properly, 0 time to, just have brain time or watch Netflix. I love it. Everyone's like, oh my gosh. But yeah, so that year I launched 63 products, programs, services. That year, did I make a lot of money? Yes. Okay. I thought I heard 63 somewhere, but I wasn't sure if it was before you settled in on your business model. I thought it was your super tester mode. Yeah. We tested everything. Absolutely everything, because I wanted to know what worked for my audience, what didn't work. I wanted to know what programs were going to be the most effective. I wanted to know what kind of things were going to be most effective. Was it one-on-one? Was it group programs? Was it passive? Like, we wanted to see everything. So in some ways, it did my business a massive favor. Okay, it generated revenue, which is great. It taught me a lot about my audience and what I actually really needed to be creating for them, which was awesome. It also meant that I was tired, overwhelmed, frustrated, stressed, every single emotion you could possibly have about business at that point in time. I was there. Okay, I was like, this is blowing my mind. So after I did that, I decided that I'd come up with a business model that would genuinely fit where I was in business, and that I would do the same based on what I'd learned in corporate, and I'd do the same for my clients, okay? And there are 2 ways that you look at it. And it's really, really simple. As we all know, I stick to simple. But the first one is for you if you are somebody who is making less than 5K a month. Okay, so if you are less than 5K a month consistently each month, then you need to have this business model, okay? And it's called the proactive business model. And the proactive business model, it's not playing for me, so I'll catch the replay. I'm sorry, guys, I'm on a laptop. So it's a little bit, sometimes it's a little bit funky, but hopefully if you can either bear with it and see what it does, or click in and out and it might help. But yeah, so if you are 5K a month or below consistently, then you need to have the proactive business model. Now, the proactive business model is not necessarily sexy, okay? It's not going to be all glamour, glitchy as I'm sorry, guys, it's the laptop. I could do it on my phone. Is it playing up for everybody? If it's playing up for everybody, then I will do it from my phone. So let me know. But yeah, so you need a proactive business model. It's not sexy, okay, it's not glamorous, but what it means is that you basically are proactive in terms of sales in your business. Now, the best way to do this, the best way to get beyond 5K a month and above, is to actually be booking calls, okay? Now, what this means is that your business model is going to be primarily high ticket offers. Okay, so at this point in time, if you are 5K and below, you want to be selling primarily high ticket offers. So anything over $2,000 or pounds, whatever currency you're charging in. So anything over $2,000, and you want to be generating that money on a proactive basis. Now that means that you might be using Facebook groups. It means you will be using your email list. It means you'll be using social media posts. You'll be using Twitter. You'll be using everything, but it will be you doing it, okay? There won't necessarily be lots and lots of fancy funnels or lots of technology or lots of automation. It doesn't mean you won't have any, but it means you will have less, okay? Now, there are reasons why this doesn't look like the sexy option. Myself, I hate being on Facebook. I always have done. I don't want to hang out in other people's Facebook groups. And that's why, you know, that model wasn't somewhere I wanted to be in for a long period of time. It's fine for you, Julie. Well, that's good. getting your jazz fix, yay. So, in terms of the proactive model, what you really need to be focused on when you're doing proactive sales is being visible, selling high ticket, and getting people on the phone. Okay, so in my first year of business, that's what I focused on. Okay, the first 9 months of my business, I was like, okay, I want to be selling premium products that transform the lives of my clients, and I want to be doing it regularly. So I spent a lot of time on social media, a lot of time generating leads, going out to my email list, etc., and getting people to go into high ticket offers with me. Okay, it was all done on the phone. Okay, so it wasn't glamorous. I had one funnel at that point in time, and it was just an opt-in. Okay, it wasn't like a funnel into a lot of programs or into an upsell or anything. It was literally an offer. So it went opt-in into email list, and from my email list, that's where people would buy, because I'd be emailing them, I'd be nurturing them, I'd be asking them to get on the phone, and they'd be buying high ticket offers. Okay, so that's a proactive business model. If you are somebody who is making 5K plus consistently each month, okay, you want it's quite likely you want an automated business model, okay, or at the very least a hybrid. Now, I've experimented with both. Last year, my business was primarily automated. This year, it will continue to be primarily automated, but it's not fully automated. I still take part in the programs that I run. It's being so glitchy. Why is this being so annoying for everyone? Okay, let me see if I can fix this. I'm going to turn all my Wi-Fi off of everything. Okay. It's all right, Debbie, don't worry. We're just talking about business models, and apparently my laptop is being a little bit glitchy. So I'm hoping that it's going to sort its stuff out and that it's going to work. If not, the replay will be here for you. So anyway, so you can have what I have, which is a hybrid business model. And this is for people who are 5K plus a month, okay? So this is for people who actually have their kind of signature programs sorted. So you know what programs work for your audience, you know what they're going to enjoy, you know your message, you're very clear on your ideal client, you're making money consistently each month, and you have disposable income to invest into things that typically can be a bit of a money sponge, okay? And Facebook ads is a bit of a money sponge, okay? So to put it into perspective, when I started with Facebook ads and I started automating my business, I was spending about $500 in Facebook ads just for testing, okay? Just to test the funnel on cold traffic. Now, if like me, I've got about 27 funnels running in my business at the moment. So we have 27 live funnels right now going on. If you have a lot of ideas, if you've got like big ideas for lots of funnels, you're going to need money to test. Okay, and this is something that we should be talking about. We should be very transparent about when it comes to coaching and when it comes certainly to automating your business. You want to be hitting consistent revenue first and generating it proactively first, because you win at market research, you know that your product works, you know that your audience love it, and it means that when you automate it, you can lower that cost, so that $500 testing cost, substantially. Okay, whereas if you decide, if you're like, oh no, I'm going to go down the Facebook ads route immediately, what can happen is you end up throwing a ton of money at Facebook ads and testing and tweaking and never really getting to the point that you want to be at. Now again, I automated my entire business, or the majority, I think like 90% of it is automated at the beginning of last year. Right at the beginning of that point in time when we were starting out on the automation journey, I put a shed load of cash, like I kid you not, I put a shed load of cash into Facebook ads, and because nobody had told me that I was going to need to like test them or tweak them that much or make them that efficient, I didn't know, and I went out and I did the ad bit, and that was all great, but I hadn't realized how different it would be and how much time it would take, how much analysis it would take, and how much money it would take on the back end. Okay, so before you automate your business, you must be generating sales proactively, and you must be doing it in a way that is high ticket, so you're delivering high ticket offers and that you're getting people on the phone. Okay, so oh gosh, sorry, I've got a really itchy ear. So that's not to say that if you are starting out, if you're like, oh God, but I'm not making 5K a month yet, you know, that you can't have a low ticket offer. Have fun, Kelly. It's not to say that you can't run a group program. It's not to say that you can't have a low ticket or a lower priced offerings. But what it will do is, if you start at that kind of lower end, it's always harder to sell up. Okay, so it's always harder to raise your prices once you've started really low and you've trained your audience to buy at a really low price than it is to start at a higher price and, you know, continue the value and continue the over delivering and expand into other areas which make you more accessible, like group programs or, you know, lower value, lower ticket value but high actual value offers, if that makes sense. Okay, 27 thumbnails, the thought of that makes my head spin, though it sounds like it's a fun phase. Yeah, I mean, it's fun, but it means, and again, this is one of the downsides to automating, is that it means I spend an awful lot of my time on analysis, whereas I didn't before. So rather than being lots and lots of client time and client delivery time and client work, my time on or in my business now is much more about analysis. Okay, so it's much more about tweaking and testing and playing around with things and, you know, making different things or making things look different or coordinating with my team. So it's not as people or it's not as much people time as it used to be, which is sad because I really enjoy spending time with people. However, the benefit of it means that actually, because each month I'm kind of like, oh, well, my funnels are performing at this much, so I can pretty much guarantee that for every dollar I spend on Facebook ads, I'm going to make this much. It means that I can have a good gauge of my business each month. It means I can have a good idea of my cash flow and things like that. Does that make sense? So there are upsides and downsides to both. Now, having or choosing the right business model is really, really important for you, because what we see a lot in the online world is that, you know, we have all the sexy stuff. We have you can make $1 million out of just doing challenges. You can make $1 million out of just doing webinars. And do you know what? You can. Like, you can do that. You can have those models, but those are not business models. Those are marketing models. Those are sales models. Your business model itself is, okay, understanding how am I going to run my business? What am I going to sell? What process is my client going to go through? And how am I going to be able to leverage and scale that? Okay, so the proactive business model means that you are always going to be delivering premium services. usually to a lower amount of clients, because obviously it's going to be premium, and your main focuses are going to be organic traffic. Okay, so it's going to be getting people the most amount of transformation at a premium price, but using primarily organic traffic. Whereas when you move into a totally automated or a hybrid business model, your focus is more about you're getting clients different levels of transformation in their business or their life or their health, relationships, etc. And you're primarily focused on paid traffic. Okay. Now, the interesting thing about business models is that we all intrinsically have one, but we need to break it down. Okay, so first off is exactly like we're talking about today. You need to choose, are you going to be somebody who's going to have a proactive business or a hybrid or a totally automated business? All right. Then what we're going to talk about over the rest of this week is how do you develop from that point? How do you make it so that actually people don't just buy from you once and go off into the atmosphere? How do you define the lifetime value of a customer? How do you create like a rinse and repeat sales system for your business model? So that's what we're going to be talking about for the rest of the week. But today it's really important for me that you understand this is one of the toughest things, and it really is. It's the message that sucks. It's the message that sucks to deliver, okay? Because I would love to turn around and say, yeah, everyone go and create a funnel tomorrow. Really would. And I would love for everyone to be able to go and create a passive funnel tomorrow that just works and does the thing. And, you know, you can sit there on a beach in the Bahamas drinking Mai Tais and chilling out. The fact is, passive funnels will not work for you if you haven't done the proactive stuff first. The reason is that you haven't done the market research. You don't have the clarity. You don't always have the right message for them yet. You don't know how to frame that. You don't have necessarily the funds to test with the paid advertising and things like that you need to. So selling that anybody can do a passive income funnel, anyone can set one up, is irresponsible. And that's, you know, that's not how I lead in this community. Okay. Passive income is sexy. Don't get me wrong. I love passive income. I'm all about it. But you have to be ready to take it on. So if you're not making 5K plus in your business right now, then an automated or a hybrid model is not yet ready for you. Okay? That's the simple thing. And honestly, it will save you a lot of money in the long run. Because the last thing I want people to do is drop tons of money on Facebook ads and not get anywhere, like I did. You know, like I did. And then be thinking, oh God, you know, now I'm in a position where I'm really stuck, and I'm thinking, gosh, you know, was this the right decision? Okay. So when you're starting, have that proactive business model and go with it, you know, roll with the proactive business model. Do sell the high ticket offers, do offer the premium services, do book people onto calls, do use your email list, leverage your warm audience. Okay. That's the really important thing. It's about leveraging your warm audience, okay? And that's what things like, you know, like my cash creators at the moment are doing. They're learning to leverage their warm audience, which are their email list, social media following, Facebook groups, all of that kind of stuff. And what will happen is they will generate a large amount of cash in a short space of time that if they then want to go and create a funnel and put money into it, they can do because they have that financial buffer, okay? They've been doing that. It doesn't matter if you're not there yet. Okay, we're not judging anybody. We're not saying that you know, you have to go straight for passive income, or that, you know, the proactive work isn't sexy. I moan about proactive stuff all the time, and yet I have a proactive sales target every month. Okay, so the majority of my income comes from passive funnels, but I have a proactive target every month that I will sell at least 20K of services every month. You know, and all of my coaches know it, because that's how I know I'm happy. It's how I know that I'm serving my community. It's how I know that I'm doing all this stuff, right? So I think I'm getting a lot of people who are saying it's buffering and things and it's stopping. I'm really sorry, guys. It's on the laptop, so I'm hoping that the replay won't be such a pain in the ass. But what we'll be doing this week, and the rest of the week I'll be on my phone. It's just I had dead battery. So what we'll be doing the rest of this week, we'll be talking about the sales strategies that you need for each business model. We'll be talking about how you can create a simple, replicatable and duplicatable system that helps you sell each time and helps you understand your cash flow and get the best out of it. And then we'll be looking at how you can apply it to you and how you can start making that happen. All right, so if anybody's got any questions, if you watch the replay, because this live thing is being a pain, if you watch the replay and you have any questions on, you know, how to create this business model, how to choose your business model, how to sell through the business model, pop them in the comments. And this whole week we'll be talking about business models in here, how you can create your own, how you can tailor it, and how you can be monetizing it and actually enjoying it. All right. Okay, my loves, have wonderful, wonderful afternoons, evenings, mornings, wherever you are. I'm going to be back tomorrow, be live at 5, whoop, 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 every day this week. I have really missed being in the community, but I'm back now from all holidays, bank holidays, you know, everything else that's been going on. So I will be here a lot more in the week, and we will be announcing our new community manager at the end of this week as well. Okay, so I will see you all really, really soon. If you need anything from me, obviously let me know. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments. I will be checking back in here, so if you do need anything, give me a shout and I will come back in. But this whole week is going to be on business models and monetizing your business model. And if you haven't seen the posts on my personal Facebook page, go and check them out, and yeah, let me know what you think and how you feel about the way that we are marketing currently in the online world. All right, awesome. Thank you, my loves. I will see you soon.